under your own power, and maybe not quite that extreme is always best. It's out there, buddy, in the water. Good job, bud. Hey, look, I rode 100 feet. Welcome to another adventure with MinerBiker and whole crew. We're up here on what's called Lon Mountain. This is part of the greater Monroe Mountain area, up here about 10,000 feet for the first time this year. And yeah, we're checking out some just kind of roads and OHV trails up here on the top, and then we're going to be descending down what's called Tibadore Canyon, which is a non-motorized trail. And we climbed up what was called Dry Creek, which is a long grinding road climb by a super pretty canyon. Yeah, anyways, we'll jump back down, show you a little bit of what it took to get here, and then on we go. Join us for the adventure. Got me, my wife, our RE bicycles, and both dogs. So good for you. So good for you. Whole lot of aspens up here. Out there, buddy, in the water. Good job, bud. You rescued the stick from certain death. Lots of elk tracks and turkey tracks, deer tracks, fresh dog tracks. Hey, it's right there. Somebody's old little homemade stock trailer. That's a view. There's quite a view right there. This is called Lon Mountain right here. Over there's Fish Lake High Top. And over at Thousand Lake Mountain. And you got Parker Mountain just across the valley here. Down below us is the highway that runs from Tusharam to Otter Creek and Antimony. Here's Otter Creek Reservoir right there. Boulder Mountain in the distance, down towards Barney Top and Powell Point, and off towards Mount Dutton. Big, gorgeous country, that is for sure. This is really something. Cloud cover, that's the first we've had of that all day. Some clouds building up a little bit. the pond. Such a nice dog pond. I'm sure they built that pond just for you guys. And water cows, but mostly just for you guys. Beautiful looking over at the Tusher Mountains. Absolutely stunning with all their snow still on them. You're loving that mud, huh, bud? You're deliberately running right in it. It's lovely to be up here before they put cows in. This area gets grazed pretty heavily. It's a shame, because it sure is beautiful. Cows come in and instantly detract from it greatly. Especially wet areas just get stomped and torn up by the cows. And it's kind of funny seeing all the water troughs and tanks that they have to fill with a water truck or pump water from a spring or something, and then fill these tanks so they can gravity feed to fill troughs. All the black poly pipe they've strung around and stuff to connect it. It's like, I think the fact that it takes all that to make it to where the cows can subsist up here should be a really strong indication that this land shouldn't have that many animals on it, because it obviously can't support them naturally. That's how it is on the National Forest, aka National Grazing Pasture. This down here below us, it will be the top of Tibadore Canyon that we're heading down. No idea what the trail down that canyon is going to be like. This area burned several years ago, but the burns should be plenty old enough. They should have gone through and re-cleared a trail since then. Who knows if they actually have? Like I say, we'll find out. One way or another, we're going through it, because we're not going all the way back around the way we came to get here. Pine Canyon to the left, Tibadore Canyon to the right. Squirrely little drop down into here. Okay, now we just gotta find the top of the trail. And we're in a swamp. I hope that ain't our trail. That's definitely it, but it has not been cleared since the fire. There'd be a gorgeous ride down through here, but you can tell this trail probably hasn't been touched in who knows how many years. Whoa, hey! Let's go, Hank! Hey look, I rode 100 feet. Well folks, needless to say, this Tibadore Canyon Trail has never been re-established, re-cleared, anything since it got burned through several years ago. I would say the Google satellite imagery was from before the fire, so you couldn't see that it was in this kind of condition. And also for trails like this, there's certainly no such thing as like trail condition updates like there are on trail forks and stuff. So here we are, we're kind of committed to it once we hit into the top of it, so no choice but to bust our way on through and get down. Hopefully as we get down lower, sooner or later, hopefully we'll get out of the burn, and then maybe it'll actually be half decent for the lower part. We'll see. Whatever it is, we'll tackle it because we ain't got any choice. Well folks, maybe, just maybe, we might have finally got through that burn area. That was absolutely vicious trying to hike through that with bikes. If we had obviously known it was going to be like that, we never would have tried it. Or if we had a better alternative, we would have gone some other way. But once we were into the top of that, we were pretty much committed to getting through it. But look at this, we've actually got some real trail for a minute. Who knows how long it'll go, but we'll see if we can actually maybe make something of this Tibadore Canyon Trail on the lower part of it. That literally took us like 2 hours to come about 1.5 miles through that burn area. That was insane. These old bushes are extremely painful. All those huge ants that are using that log for highway. Well, needless to say, the trail's improved greatly since the burn area, but there are still a lot of old down trees. Still better than the burn area though. Just moving. Move. The thing about it is, it's a beautiful canyon, especially when you get down here below the burn, but boy, this trail has not been maintained in a long time. Down through the bushes. Moving. What a beautiful canyon. And it would be a beautiful trail if it wasn't completely and utterly neglected. Now we're getting towards the bottom, opening up again, getting to where it's actually pretty rideable now. Wow. At the top burn part, it was just impossible. And then the middle part that wasn't burned but hadn't been cleared in probably 15-20 years. Now we finally actually found some rideable trail. Took us a while, we definitely had to earn it, but we found some trail we can actually ride. And of course we're not done with the down trees yet. Hey, buddy. Water's deeper than I look. out of this bush yet. Made it to where four-wheelers can get to. Wow, what a little canyon. Okay, obviously we made it to where four-wheelers can get to, so that should be a very good sign. We're not only close to the bottom, but can't have anything too overgrown or anything from here on if they're riding wheelers through it. Wow, we actually made it through. Didn't really have any choice but to make it. There's a mine right there. What the heck? Huh. Oh, mine. Really decent size. That's quite a bit of tailings. That must have been a decent hole. That's a lot of waste rock you pull out of it. Huh. I wasn't expecting to find that in the mouth of the canyon. They kind of use their waste rock pile as a dike or dam to keep water out of their mine workings. That had to be a pretty good hole in the ground, because that's a lot of waste rock. Oh, nice to have some cloud cover out here, and that is really pretty with the sun rays coming down on the tushers across from us. That's beautiful. Absolutely stunning looking across at the tushers. That one is 10 Mile Creek. That one's Gold Gulch. Got videos from both of those. That one's Cottonwood Creek. That goes all the way up into like the Allenite Ridge area, Bear Hole and stuff. Got videos up in there. And Bullion Canyon's right over there. That is beautiful view of the Tushars. A little different perspective looking from over here. And so nice to have these clouds and a little bit cooler air. There's gotta be some kind of like an old ditch or canal, the way it zigzags in and out, following the topography at the same elevation. Maybe somebody long ago thought they could capture the water out of these canyons to use for irrigation. Hey, hey. Oh. Wow. What an adventure that was. Woo. Well, everyone, that was awesome till we got into that burned section of trail. Great ride till then. But that was one of those, did not know what it was going to be like until we just tried it. Granted, in retrospect, that definitely would have been one that would have been good to have hiked into from the bottom just to ascertain the condition of the trail before we committed ourselves to dropping in from the top on the bikes. But oh well, it is what it is now. That was nuts through that burned area. Then even after we got out of the burned area, it still hadn't been cleared for years. Whew, but we survived. Did you survive?
Barely.
Barely. Hey, at least that's better than a no. Better than a no. Legs are a little dirty and hammered. Yep. Beat up. Did see a bobcat right at the end. Right at the very end, saw a bobcat just for a split second and he was gone. So nice to have had the cloud cover right here finishing out. That was wonderful. That would have been really hot there across, connecting from one canyon to the other if the sun bit out. Thank goodness for that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed watching our suffering. Make sure to check out other videos that will be linked in the cards in the upper right hand corner of this one. Yep, that was nuts. Definitely a trail do not need to do again unless the Forest Service went through and reestablished it. If they did that, that would be a gorgeous canyon to hike and bike through if the trail got recut. But until they do that, no way in heck I wouldn't even hike that again until they get that cleaned up again. But hey, had to do it at least once. Check it off the list. Otherwise it would have bugged me and I always would have wondered. So thanks again for watching. Leave us a comment down below, like that hit button. Check out RE Bicycles and keep digging up new places to ride and adventure in the great outdoors under your own power, and maybe not quite that extreme is always best.